Hey guys, I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be doing a brake job on a 2000 Arctic Cat 300 4x4. So first what you're going to need for tools is you're going to need a 13mm to pull these 4 bolts, and for some reason there's a weird one down there which I'll be getting a different size socket for, but not surprised after looking in the shape of this quad. It's a little rough. So we'll pull those off and I'll show you how to replace them. You just I bought some online. These were the ones off the other side. Almost paper thin on one side, and the other caliper piston was seized, and I had to unseize that. So what you really need is hammer, some kind of oil to put back on bolts, WD-40 or PB Blaster, a 13mm, a 10mm, and some pliers and screwdrivers, and a wire brush if you got one. And I'll get back to you after I get this wheel pulled off. So after you've taken those lug nuts off, lifted it up, there's a little pin right here. You're gonna pull that pin. Some have a cotter pin like my old 250, but this one doesn't. And you're gonna pull this pin out the back side, which you can wait till you undo that 10mm bolt and that 10mm bolt, and then this will come off. And I'll get back to you once I get those 2 10s off and pull this pin out with the brake pads. Alright, so next I pulled these 2 10mm bolts. I pulled this pin out, and then the 2 pads came out. And then as you can see on the back of these, the piston marks coming out. So these 2 pistons will be sticking wide out, and you got to take 2. I took 1 needle nose from this side and 1 from the bottom, and you got to squeeze really hard to get each side pushed in so you can get the room for the pads. Some calipers aren't seized like this, but this one hasn't seen attention in a very long time, and they were seized. So in the real world automotive, you'd want to do something about it, but for 4-wheelers it'll do its job for now. So now we're going to take our new pads, and I'll just show you how to get those on right after I get them on. So I'll catch you guys in a second. So now you slide the 2 pads in right here, stick the pin through, and then the little other pin. So you're sticking the rod through, then the pin. And now you got to line this up right here and make it fit, make the rotor fit in between the 2 pads by using a screwdriver from back here. So you install your 2 10mm bolts after you get this lined up, and bolt it right on. And usually you don't have to bleed the brakes. 4-wheelers aren't that big of a deal, like I said, so I don't worry about it because they'll crack off and you'll need a new caliper. So after you do that, then you're just going to put the wheel back on and be done. But the rear brake, so it only has 3 calipers with 3 system on it. So 3 hydraulics and then 1 mechanical, but it's still on this tire right here. So the left rear does not have any caliper on it, but this side has 2 calipers, a mechanical and a hydraulic. So I'll show you how to do the mechanical, but the 3 hydraulic are identical. So I'll show you the mechanical. So here we have our hydraulic one. Just put new pads in that, same as the front one I just showed you. So with this mechanical one, first thing you're going to do is push these 2 metal tabs out. Just kind of hard to do. Give me a second. So you separate them to each side, and then you're going to push the metal bracket back, pull the cable, and then this is going to fall. And don't lose your clip either. And then now you can push this down if you got to, but you're just going to remove 2 10mm bolts on the back side of this and pop this off, and I will show you after I do that. So after you get the caliper off, there's nothing that holds these 2 pads in, and usually they're not even that worn. Like, these ones aren't even that worn, but for the money it costs to do them, I'm just gonna put new ones in. And yes, they're worn a little bit, but if you're already doing this, just go in for the extra $7, $8, whatever it is, and do it. So, but usually they're not bad. So if you don't usually use your foot brake either, you're fine. But I'm just gonna do them. So guys, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, especially if you found this video helpful. Drop a comment down below if you have any questions, and I'll do the best I can to answer them, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.